gratitude for taking time out of your tremendously busy schedule and joining us here today.
I would also like to extend a warm welcome to Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh Sir, Director General, DME, and former Judge, Allahabad High Court to this event. Thank you, sir, for your presence and your blessings throughout this event. I further welcome Professor Dr. Rajinder Kaur Randhawa, ma'am, Head DME Law School. Lastly, I welcome all the participants and esteemed audience. I am sure that these 3 days of courtroom proceedings have given immeasurable experience to all the participants present here. I hope you made the most of it.
To begin with the ceremony, we know that light symbolizes knowledge and prosperity. To make this day a blessed one, let's invoke Goddess Saraswati's blessing by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom.
विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन दीपाकम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोस्तुते दीपब्रह्मरूपस्थं ज्योतिषा प्रभुरव्ययः दीपब्रह्मरूपस्थं ज्योतिषा प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश पतिं स्वच्छामि ते सदा वेदस्तं समारभ्य सूर्योदयो वेदस्तं समारभ्य सूर्योदयो
This Law Fest is the culmination of several months of dedicated effort by DME Moot Court Society. Now we would like to share a brief video montage showcasing a recap of all the events with our dignitaries and participants today. I request the IT team to kindly play the video montage for us.
A true welcome is never complete without warm words and warmer gestures. It is our honor to have our guests here with us. I kindly request Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh Sir, Director General DME, to present our chief guest, Honorable Ms. Justice Neena Bansal Krishna Ma'am, Judge, Delhi High Court, with a planter. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Dr. Rajinder Kaur Randhawa, ma'am, Head, DME Law School, to please welcome the guests and address the gathering.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Our worthy chief guest, Honorable Justice Neena Bansal, respected Director General, Sir, Honorable Justice Bhamar Singh, esteemed guests, judges, faculty members, dear students, and enthusiastic participants. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you all today to this August gathering. And the JusCosmos, the valedictory ceremony of our DME's Law Fest. When I look back at the 6 months back, the day when Akanksha ma'am, she had come to me with her vision of this fest and the journey of this 6 months. That day when we were finalizing the name of this Law Fest, JusCosmos, and to this day, when we are at the concluding point, it is amazing. It is really hard work of the faculty members and the entire core team. It was amazing journey, and I congratulate all of you to be a part of this event. Further, over the past few days, we have witnessed various competitions under the umbrella of this JusCosmos Law Fest. And I am really glad to share that we have received an overwhelming response in terms of participation, with over 300 participants from 75 colleges across India. And whether it has been heartening to see such a vibrant participation and thoughtful deliberations, high standards of academic and co-curricular excellence in all the events, whether it be MUN, moot court competition, judgment writing competition, crime scene investigation. Each event has reflected the true spirit of legal inquiry and excellence. And I would like to congratulate all the participants for their enthusiastic involvement. Whether you won today or lose, your commitment and energy have truly enriched this event. Remember that competitions are not just about winning the competitions, or it is about the learning. It is about the evolving. Learning, to learn and evolve, we must participate. This is how participation becomes necessary, important. I would like to quote Thomas Edison here, when after countless attempts, Thomas Edison, the famous invention of bulb, right? After countless efforts, when he was finally able to light up the world, people asked him that why he didn't get discouraged due to many failures. His answer was that I have not failed. I have learned 10,000 ways that won't work, right? So this should be the your approach for the participation. If you are not today, you are not winning the competition, but you have learned, you are so one step closer to your success. Next time you will not going to repeat your mistake. So further, at the heart of this monumental success of our event, this lies the tireless efforts, dedication of our organizing team, led by our incredible faculty conveners, Ms. Akanksha Gulati, Mr. Tarun Sharma, all the other faculty members, and their leadership, commitment, and unshakable belief in the vision of JusCosmos is what brought this idea to life, to reality. My special thanks also goes to the conveners, Kash and Srijan. Conveners Sneha and her team for MUN, along with other entire team, organizing team of our JusCosmos. They have really devoted last 6 months to meticulously planning, crafting every detail of this great fest. And a special note of thanks to our esteemed judges, guests who have given a constructive, positive feedback, and they have given their valuable time to evaluate our over the past few days to our participants, and their presence, they lend their valuable time, their wisdom throughout this fest, and their guidance, feedback have been a source of great learning for all the students and for our participants. As we gather here for the closing ceremony, let this not be an end but a continuation of the bonds built here, the knowledge gained, the spirit of law and justice that we celebrate here. I hope the experiences you have had during the fest inspire you in your journey ahead as aspiring legal professionals. Once again, I welcome you all to this valedictory ceremony and thank you for being the part of this memorable event. Wishing you all the best in your future endeavors and have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. No institution can run without the presence of a great leader, and we are privileged to have our Director General, Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh Sir, with us. To acquaint our audience with his lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh Sir was appointed in UP Judicial Service in April 1970 and promoted to higher judicial services in 1979. His lordship presided over a special court of CBI, Dehradun, from 1983 to 1987. Sir was elevated to Registrar Allahabad High Court in 1992 for 3 years. Sir graced the office of Registrar General, Supreme Court of India from 1998 to 1999 and was elevated to permanent judge of Allahabad High Court in 1999 until he laid his office in 2007. His lordship was then appointed as the President, UP State Consumer Commission. Thereafter, Sir adorned the august office of Chairman, Judicial Training and Research Institute, UP, from 2012 to 2014 and joined Delhi Metropolitan Education as Professor and Director General in 2014. I request Lordship to address the gathering and give us his blessings. Please, sir.
Honorable the Chief Guest, Honorable Ms. Justice Hina Bansal, Krishna, Judge, Delhi High Court, Dr. Randhawa, ma'am, the conveners, dear faculty members, dear students and participants, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm grateful to Ma'am Nina Bansal, who has very kindly accepted my invitation to grace this occasion. I welcome her on my own behalf and on behalf of DME and the entire faculty members. Friends, living in relationship is the talk of the day, if I say across the country, rather across the world. I would like to share one very unique experience of mine when I entertained one petition under Article 226 filed by a father of a girl. I've shared it with my faculty members. But to apprise you all, the facts mentioned in the writ petition were that my daughter, aged 16, has been kidnapped by a boy living abutting my house, and they are living in relationship. Her custody should be procured for me so that I can be her guardian. I had directed the police to bring the girl before because it was a habeas corpus petition. And the girl was brought. When she came, she had a child in her lap. I thought it was a drama. But no, it was a reality. The girl, 16 years of age, was the mother of a child. They were living in relationship. She stated on oath that I'm living with my boyfriend, whom I consider now my husband, and I am with him with my own voluntary volition. Then I asked her that you are only 16 years of age, and as per law, neither you can live in relationship, nor you can treat any boy as your husband, nor you can enter into the marital bond. She was illiterate and coming from a village. She said, जज साहब ये तो मैं कुछ नहीं जानती मगर मैं अपने हस्बैंड के साथ ही रहूंगी, फादर के साथ नहीं जाऊंगी. I asked her to be in the Nari Niketan for 3 days and consider the request of her father. And 3 days after she came and insisted to go with the boy. Following the law, that is the duty of a judge, because he takes oath in accordance with the provisions of the constitutional law, that I'll adhere to the provisions of law. Since she was only 16 years of age, I sent her to the custody of her father. And I posted the case to come up for hearing 2 months after. 2 months after, the girl did not appear in the court. Instead, a police inspector came and said, sir, the girl has committed suicide and she is in the hospital, though she has survived, but she has suffered 60% burn injuries. My conscience pricked and I realized that there was not an appropriate order for her to go to her father's custody, because she might have been pressurized by a father to finish the relationship with the boy. Anyway, I asked the inspector to bring her when she is fully recovered. So after a few months, she was brought to the court again. I heard her. And she stated why she committed suicide. She said she could not have lived as is the age, because she has been living with him for more than a year. So she said that she could not have lived without her husband. Okay. And then in the last, she warned the court by saying that if you will send me to my father's custody again, I'll again commit suicide. Now, a judge has to observe compassion. And I'll give you a few instances as to how many and what onerous a task is to deal with such a situation. So I passed a detailed order and holding that since the girl has said so and so, she has warned the court again to commit suicide, having regard to these facts and circumstances and the difficult and crisis she had come across. She is directed to live with the boy, subject to the validity of her relationship. Sorry. And the validity of so-called marriage, if she says so, to be decided by a competent civil court. I directed the girl to go. Now, the other facts pertaining to the child or the fetus are not similar, so I need not go into the detail thereof. But I would like to uh, tell about the qualities of the lawyers and judges for you to learn. I would name one, Justice Shambhunath, Mr. Justice Shambhunath Pandit of Calcutta High Court. He was the first judge of that court. He came from a poor background and joined the civil courts as a clerk. He was assigned duties to prepare decrees. The lawyers who used to come to him, they realized that he was a brilliant brain, and they inspired him to join law. He said, I don't have money, how can I? Then the charitable lawyers came forward, incurred the burden of his legal fees, and in those cases, it was only 2 years course. And he obtained law degree, and then he started practicing on criminal side. He was a person of original thinking. The Chief Justice Justice Peacock, he obliged him to subsequently to come on the bench. But during the period of his lawyerism, he opened the door of all the poor students who were studying law and were not able to bear the expenditures. His house, including his bedroom, was like a hostel for the boys. In those boys, when girls were, when education for the girls was considered to be a taboo, he sent his own daughter to study, to acquire education. And he was a reformist also. He joined Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. And then he became a social activist also. Then he was invited to the bench, and as a judge also, he observed compassion, charity, benevolence, and the gracious attitude of a judge towards the needy persons seeking justice. Friends, another was Justice Vivian Bose. He was the Chief Justice of Nagpur High Court, and subsequently he was elevated as judge of the Federal Court, and after the Supreme Court was constituted under the present constitution. In 1951, he was elevated. He was to be a Supreme Court judge too. He was a wonderful craftsman of English language, and once Chief Justice Patanjali shared that whenever see the level and the higher level of his craftsmanship of English language, that whenever the Supreme Court had to send his views on administrative side to the government, then Justice Vivian Bose was asked to draft the letter on behalf of the Supreme Court. He had a masterly command over his English. And he was also a charitable person, though he came from a very affluent family. He was a magician also, and he loved driving. In 1930s, he, with his wife and a small kid of 9 months only, he drove his own car from Nagpur to London, passed, of course, English channels through the ship, but he loved driving so much. And then also came back 3 years after, in similar way. He was a charitable person. He donated lot many properties of his. The moral of the story is that whether a lawyer or a judge, I wish that most of you become the judges and the remaining become the pretty senior lawyers earning lakhs and lakhs of rupees. As we hear that Mr. Mukul Rohatgi, senior lawyer, charges rupees 30 lakhs per day. I wish that you become Mukul Rohatgi and Kapil Sibal earning lakhs and lakhs of rupees per day. Friends, I'm cutting short because the ma'am, we have already kept her waiting for such a long time. But I would like to just refer to how the destiny plays its role in shaping the careers of the lawyers and judges. I know many of you know and ma'am certainly knows that Justice Rangnath Mishra was the Chief Justice of India. When he was to be elevated, then he refused to be a judge of Odisha High Court. But 2 years after, he was again requested by the Chief Justice, and he asked who is senior to me being appointed. Chief Justice refused to divulge the name, but then he accepted to be a judge. And when he was, after his seniority, he was to come to Supreme Court, then he was asked to be the junior to Justice Mukherjee. Even though he was a full-fledged Chief Justice for more than 2 years, and Justice Mukherjee in Calcutta High Court was only an acting Chief Justice. Justice Mukherjee was to stay in office as Chief Justice of India long after Justice Rangnath Mishra would have retired. But here comes the destiny to play its role. Justice Mukherjee, as Chief Justice, went to England for treatment of his heart and unfortunately died there, resulting in Justice Rangnath Mishra becoming the Chief Justice of India for nearly 2 years. It is the destiny which plays its important role, and it plays in favor of those, particularly those who are compassionate in their attitude towards the needy persons seeking justice, and also who imparts true justice. Friends, you will be surprised to know that there were 4 Supreme Court judges who were not law graduates. They were ICS persons, and in due course of time, they were appointed as civil judges, and in due course of time, they were appointed as district judges and then elevated as High Court judges. And then they landed in Supreme Court because of their seniority. But they were excellent judges. They wrote erudite judgments, and 2 of them, after their retirement, went back to England and obtained law degrees and practiced there for some time as barristers. So it is, it teaches us that nobody is too old to learn. One can learn up to any stage. Friends, this is all that I wish to uh, interact with you, and I wish in advance and congratulate those who will be the winning teams and the individuals. And for the rest, I wish that if not this time, next time, and then the additional Solicitor General, Mr. Chetan Sharma, if you remember, day before came to address you, he said that a game is not contested to win only, but to enjoy the play. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are very honored to have Honorable Ms. Justice Neena Bansal Krishna ma'am with us today. Her ladyship completed her LLM, LLB from Campus Law Center and LLM from Faculty of Law, Delhi University. Her ladyship then joined the Delhi Judicial Services as a civil judge in 1992 and was promoted to Delhi Higher Judicial Services in 2003. She has held several civil and criminal courts and dealt with cases of various natures, including matrimonial disputes, motor accident claims, money laundering, terrorists, etc. Her ladyship was also the presenting officer in National Human Rights Commission, New Delhi. She was then appointed as the first director in the Department of Law and Justice, NCT of Delhi, for setting up the Delhi Dispute Resolution Society, which was the first institution set up by any state government for pre-litigation mediation or community mediation. Her ladyship is also a trained mediator and master trainer with the Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Supreme Court of India, having taken her training of trainers from CEDR UK. Then her ladyship has traveled to various states in India for imparting training in mediation to lawyers, judges, and other sections of the society. Her ladyship has also held the post of Director Academics in Delhi Judicial Academy since February 2017 till May 2019 and was the District Session Judge, South East District, Saket Court, New Delhi. Her ladyship was then elevated as Permanent Judge of Delhi High Court in 2022. I request her ladyship to address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Good evening to all of you. As you can see, I have no paper. My intent is only to share some random thoughts and to interact with all of you. It is said it takes only an idea to bloom into the whole institution. I must congratulate Mr. Sahani, who visualized and conceptualized an idea where we all are sitting today. I've been told this is not the only institution, but there are many more in Noida and Gurugram. So big thanks and applaud for him who has given the opportunity to all of you to be a part of this learning and to me to be able to, sort of interact and meet you all. The institutions are not run in isolation. It's always the faces which are generally not so visible. Mr. Justice Bhava Singh, who's really controlling all the threads. It is not easy to run an institution and to bring it to this level. But I think lots of congratulations. But he is not working in isolation. It's the entire team of teachers and the faculty which is supporting him, and they are actually the face of an institution who are there with all the students interacting and doing the most difficult part of imparting knowledge, of giving you skills for tomorrow to be the lawyers, judges, or teachers, or wherever. But what is important is to learn the skills, which I'm sure you all are very, very fortunate to be here to be learning. Now, having said that, I just have 2, 3, 4 thoughts of mine, which I would like to share. See, it is said that You have to help yourself to be helped by others. So it is always a battle or a destiny which begins with you. So you all have to decide where you want to go. It is only when you are clear and defined about where you want to go, path you would always find on your own. In your life, you would find many situations where you think you are right, but your perspective may not meet with the others. When you step into this harsh world, it will happen every day. The program was begun by saying that there are 1,000 ways of telling the truth, and each may be correct. So everybody is always right in their perspective because it is shaped by your own values, your thinking. So never get discouraged when your perspective is not accepted by others. It doesn't mean that you are incorrect, but learn to respect the perspective of all. Why I say this is very important for all of us, because you're going to go into the courts many a times, no matter how convinced you are that what I've said is correct, may not meet the approval of the other side or of the judge. So learn to do your best and don't always eye on the result. Whatever be the result, our satisfaction should be that I have done the best in the given situation and according to my conviction and my knowledge. There's this small episode where Gandhiji, when he went to South America, he was a barrister. And as an Indian culture, we have this habit of wearing a pagdi. He entered the courtroom with his pagdi on. And there the culture was that you can't appear before the judge with your head, with a headgear. So immediately the minute he entered, he was snubbed badly by the judge. See, you are in a foreign world, you are not aware of the culture. He immediately left the court. He refused to take his pagdi. So what I'm trying to say is, at times your own cultural convictions may not be in consonance with what the other persons are holding, but never get dissuaded or discouraged. Learn to deal with it with a strong face. Not every time everybody would agree, but just try to maneuver your way through this difficult situation. Don't get discouraged or overawed, and don't leave your path. Find the better way of passing through it. The third thing which I would like to comment on is this advent of artificial intelligence and the advancement in technology. My experience at the bench working with young researchers has been that we have become very, very dependent upon the technology. The entire research happens uh, on word search. It all happens on word search. We have forgotten to go back to the books or to read in depth. And the biggest disadvantage of this is that when you do a word search, it will give you only what you are looking for, which may be correct, which may not be correct. But when you go back to books, you open a chapter, you read not only that particular point which you are looking for, but in addition, read lot many more things which are more authentic than your word search. So whenever you do your research or whenever you are trying to study anything, please also refer to the books. These shortcuts in the long run will not improve your analytical skills, which are extremely important if you want to continue in this profession of law. The biggest debate, of course, in this problem today also was advent of AI and chat GPTs. We have seen the consequences of use of AI and chat GPT in the courts. In US, a whole judgment comes based on the cases which do not exist. And our own Supreme Court, our own High Courts are grappling with this problem because uh, our dependence or thinking that it's going to give a ready-made solution is often creating a lot of problems. So my request to you would be that while chat GPT and AI are important tools, but you cannot rely upon them. You may begin with them, but don't end with your chat GPTs and AI. They are very, very useful, but in a very, very limited way. They are not better than you and your mind. They cannot substitute your own mind. And please, not only go beyond chat GPT and AI, but also do not forget to look into the law books, which is the very, very important source of learning, and you will never make the mistakes that have happened. Related to this, I want to say that communication is a very important skill which you all need to work on. I have seen many a times when even though a lawyer has a good point, he is rejected. I shut my eyes and ears only because the way he is putting it is not acceptable. So always, all of you need to uh, just be conscious and careful of the words that you use whenever you are even talking to your friends. Forget about the law environment. Uh, Communication, uh, important aspect of this is don't be in love with your voice. We all love to talk, but when it comes to listening, we are we all shut our minds because we are so full that what I know is the ultimate, which is not correct. Be open and don't just focus on your own voice. There may be somebody having a better idea. Be open and be more what we say is be good listeners. Connected to this is that always be aware and conscious of the people around you. Be conscious of the reactions and accordingly learn to perceive where you need to tread and where you need to withdraw. Uh, Learn to read not only your rivals or your partners, but also learn to read the judge. You should be able to gauge uh, how you can convince a judge to what you want to present. So don't always be focused only on what you are saying, but also on what others are saying and what the bench is saying. In the end, I'll just narrate a story how communication can be very important provided you know how to use it. Again, this very famous story of Gandhiji, who got shunted out, thrown out of the first class uh, railway compartment. That's a story we all know that he got thrown out. But man that he was, do you think he just left it at that? Did anything more happen after that? He did not give up. He wrote a letter, a telegram to the railway department, to the head there, to say, I have purchased my ticket. I have paid the money. There is no law which prohibits my traveling into first class. And he refused to travel in any other way but to his entitlement of first class compartment. Lo and behold, the next day he traveled in the same compartment in the first class, and he was able to make a point. All I'm saying is whatever be the adversity, don't give it up so easily. Fight for your rights, provided you fight the right way. The communications, your interactions can be a very important tool. Just learn to use it to the optimum. And with this, I will only say that in our times, we never had these moot courts or these kind of interactions. When I went to the court for the first time, I did not have a coat or a band. I just went and stood in the corner of the court, did not know what to do except standing and giggling, and of course, being a pain for the judge. That's how we began. But you all are very, very fortunate to get this opportunity to know how to dress, how to present yourself, and how to address the court. Make the maximum. This is where the actual learning is. Books you can read otherwise, but these practical skills are what are very, very important. In the end, I would like to say that there have been many, many moot court programs. Every college is doing it. To some, I have gone, but this is one program under the head of JusCosmos, which has been comprehensive, not confined only to moot court, but the focus was also on other aspects which are equally important. Congratulations to all of you for your participation. Each one you is a rocking star and rock in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspirational words. We are truly honored to have Honorable Ms. Justice Neena Bansal Krishna, ma'am, today. I now invite our Director General, Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh Sir, to present her ladyship with a memento. Now I request Head DME Law School, Professor Dr. Rajinder Kaur Randhawa, ma'am, to present her ladyship with a token of our appreciation.
Before we begin with the prize distribution ceremony, we would like to take a moment to mention our title sponsor, Vidhi Shastras Advocates and Solicitors, and its founder and managing partner, Advocate Mr. Ashish Deep Verma, sir, who have been instrumental in the success of this event. Vidhi Shastras Advocate and Solicitors is a dynamic, full-service law firm known for its sharp litigation, cooperative advisory, and innovative legal solutions. With a reputation for excellence and a client-first approach, it has rapidly emerged as a leading name in the Indian legal landscape. We are honored to have Vidhi Shastras as our esteemed sponsor, founded by the visionary Mr. Ashish Deep Verma, sir, a self-made lawyer from Bihar, who has built a pan-India practice across high courts in Bombay, Nagpur, Calcutta, and Jaipur. A DU law graduate, he established his firm in the same year and has since redefined legal entrepreneurship with his bold, out-of-the-box thinking. His philosophy, law as both a Shastra and a Shastra, drives his unique approach to advocacy. As president of the Legal Asian Association, he has represented India globally, including presenting a BRICS arbitration model. Despite wanting to attend this ceremony, sir could not be present due to a sudden commitment which couldn't be set aside for a later time. We are truly grateful to you, sir, for being a driving force for the success of this event. Now, for the moment we have all been patiently waiting for, I now invite Ms. Akanksha Gulati ma'am, along with Kritika Gautam ma'am, to declare the results.
Hello. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Respected dignitaries, participants, and my dear faculty members. Before we proceed with the award ceremony, let's take a moment to reflect on this incredible journey of past 2 days. From thought-provoking discussions to inspiring collaborations, the participants have truly created something memorable together. Delegates of United Nations HRC, Human Rights Council, took on the complex humanitarian crisis in Bangladesh and Myanmar, navigating through the intricacies of human rights, displacement, and international responsibility. Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council explored the volatile dynamics of the Middle East, analyzing how regional and global stakeholders can maintain stability amid evolving power struggles. On the other hand, the International Press Committee took the role of being the eyes and ears of the committees, recording and creating memories of the event. I would like to request the dignitaries to please kindly felicitate the executive board who have given guidance and moderated the committees. For the Security Council, I would like to invite the Chairperson Security Council, Mr. Maurya Chopra. The Vice Chairperson for Security Council, Ms. Ahana. Rapporteur for Security Council, Mr. Utkarsh Chaudhary. Moving on to International Press, Head of Photography, Mr. Lakshit Handa. Head of Journalism, Mr. Vikrant Juneja. Now, moving on to the Human Rights Council, I would like to invite the Chairperson of HRC, Mr. Arush Sharda. Vice Chairperson HRC, Mr. Abbas Aditya. And the Rapporteur HRC, Mr. Shivansh Bhardwaj. Moving on to the most awaited part, winners of the committees. For Security Council, best delegate goes to the delegate of Talhu, Mr. Baljinder Singh. Tuvalu, I'm so sorry. There was a spelling error here. Best delegate, Mr. Baljinder Singh. High commendation goes to the delegate of Kenya, Miss Pawani Goel. Ms. Pawani Goyal, High Commendation Delegate of Kenya. And now moving on to the special mentions, Ms. Manya Agarwal, Delegate of China, Ms. Dishita Lamba, Delegate of France, and Ms. Saloni Malhotra, Delegate of Russia. Special mentions of Security Council, please get on stage. Moving on to the international press, we have the best photographer, Mr. Avish Singh. And the best journalist, Ms. Subhangi Malik. Moving on to the special mention, moving on to the high commendation, Mr. Rayan Sinha and Anshul Benwal. Rayan Sinha and Anshul Benwal, please get on the stage. For the best institutional delegation, we have Bal Bharati Public School. Moving on to the Human Rights Council, the award for best delegate goes to Delegate of Myanmar, Mr. Shivang. High commendation goes to Delegate of Italy, Miss Jayati Priya. The special mention goes to Mr. Saumil Bhardwaj, Delegate of China, Miss Lavanya Singh, Delegate of Russia, and Mr. Gobind Veer Singh, Delegate of Kenya. Now I would like to hand over the mic to Emmanuel to proceed with the event. Thank you.
I now invite Hello. I now invite Assistant Professor Mr. Tarun Sharma sir, Faculty Convener of DME Moot Court Society, to declare the results.
So for the policy making competitions, the winner is TC8 from Trinity Institute of Professional Studies, and the runner-up is TC15 from SRM Institute of Science and Technology. They will be joining us online. And for the next competition, judgment writing competition, the winners are TC8 from Hidayatullah National Law University, Raipur, and the runner-ups are TC12 GLA Mathura. For the crime scene investigation competition, the winners are TC23 from Christ University, Delhi NCR, and the runner-ups are TC27 from Faculty of Law, University of Delhi. Now, for the much-awaited moment, we will like to call upon the participants of the moot court competition, starting from the quarterfinals. So, first, I would like to invite TC9 Divyanjali Rathore, TC9 Aryan Rana, TC21 TC21 Pankhuri, Unnati Paliwal, Satyapriya Kanwar, TC22, I repeat, TC22, TC28, I repeat, TC28, TC1, I repeat, TC1, TC33, Ashay Agarwal, Ishan Yadav, and Anshuman. Now, the award for the best speaker. So, the award for best speaker female goes to Divyanjali Rathore from RGNLU. The award for best speaker male goes to Vinmay Raj from Campus Law College, University of Delhi. Now for the best researcher, the award for best researcher female goes to Nancy Saraf from GLA University, Mathura. And the award for best researcher male goes to Abhisar Singh from Aligarh Muslim University. Yes, ma'am, she is there, coming. Now for the award for best research, best memorial award for male, for the team goes to Dr. AGD Institute of Professional Studies. Team members are Khushi Rai, Paras Thangar, and Tubar. It is for the petitioner. The award for best memorial respondent goes to TC05 Team members are Sundarya Singh, Divyans Rai, Keshav Vats from the North Cap University. Now for the final moment which we were waiting for, the winners of the JusCosmos Mood Court competition powered by Vidhi Shastras goes to TC 25 from GGSI PU. Team members are Gunter Singh, Ahmed Khan and Piyush Bisht. The runner-ups of JusCosmos Chapter 1 Mood Court competition are TC03 OP Jindal, team members are Vansh Vijay, Diya Khetrapal and Yashao Singh. Congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you. Over to Benny.
हाँ नहीं बोल रही. पानी दे भाई. I would now like to call our faculty convener of the Mood Court Society, Assistant Professor Ms. Akansha Gulati ma'am, to give us the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Divyansha. Good evening, everyone present here. So finally, indeed, the Law Fest happened. This is the first large-scale event that Tarun sir and I have organized, and first ever Law Fest being organized by DMA Law School. From brainstorming the name of the Law Fest to actually making it happen, it was totally a roller coaster. There were moments of uncertainty. Please settle down. There were moments of uncertainties and there were moments of hope. And behind that hope, there was a dedication, efforts, a presence of many people. First, at the very outside, I would like to thank Honorable Miss Justice Neena Bansal Krishna ma'am for accepting our invitation to adjudicate the final round of the Mood Court competition and gracing our valedictory ceremony. Thank you, ma'am. It was an honor for our participants to be adjudicated by you, ma'am, and by the Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh, sir. Thank you to Honorable Mr. Justice Bhavar Singh, sir, Director General DME, Professor Dr. Ravikant Swami, sir, Director DME, for their constant cooperation and support. Now I would like to thank Professor Dr. R.K. Randhawa ma'am, HOD Law School DME. I will never forget our eventful post-working hours visit, ma'am. It feels like yesterday just I was working under you as a student member. Thank you for your presence, ma'am. It means a lot. Now I would like to thank our convener, Mr. Tarun Sharma, for being an amazing faculty convener. And all the faculty and staff members, IT team, hospitality teams. Next, a huge thank you to our sponsors who believed in the vision of our fest and invested in the same. Our title sponsor, Vijay Shastra, our knowledge partner, SCC Online, media partner, SCC Online Times, academic partner, Carrot Law Academy, gifting partner, Kanun Wise, stall partners, KD Sip Station and Shillong Taste of Meghalaya. Whatever this law fest could have achieved, none of it would have been possible without the dedicated efforts of many. It includes organizing committee, both core and executive. Though it's a fact that I won't be able to take names of all the organizing committee, but it's imperative to mention some names. So for the policy making, it's Ishita. For judgment writing, Saransh and Akshat. For crime scene investigation, Sidra and Emmanuel, they did a really incredible job. For MUN, Sneha, Anisha, Deepika, Sarthak, and entire team of MUN. For moot court, Adrika, Divyansha, Akash, Srijan, Vaibhav. Thank you to all the team buddies, Cultural Cell, Frames, Dance and Singing Society and Spectrum Society. Finally, I cannot end the speech without mentioning two key names, Srijan and Akash. Though we may not always agree on the things, but the way they coordinated amongst themselves and took the society forward is really commendable. Kudos to you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations to the winner. Thanks to the participant for their enthusiasm and passion, which added spark to the JusCosmos. My heartiest congratulations to the winners. To everyone who contributed, thank you for making it a reality. Here's to knowledge, to growth, and to the cosmos of ideas we have created together. Until next time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request the audience to stand up for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे